Hey, good morning everybody. Today is July 18th and this is a 2021 garden tour update. So a lot of you in the area know that Saturday, July 17th, we just had an absolute ton of rain. I mean, it like legit rained for almost a full 24 hours, if not even longer than that. And I was kind of concerned about how the garden might turn out, if things got drowned or not. And so now I'm out here looking at it, taking a survey of what has happened, and everything looks really good. I'm going to start here with the pumpkin plants. As you know, last week I built this extension to the garden, and if you recall what the pumpkin plants look like, they were much smaller than what they appear to be today. So about a week has lapsed, and this particular pumpkin plant right here is going crazy. Even got some flowers on it now, so really excited to see that happen. This one right here is a little smaller, but I'm willing to bet probably by the end of this week it's going to start growing quickly like the other one has. The lemon cucumbers in the back really haven't grown all that much. I mean, there is some growth there, but not quite like this pumpkin plant has done. Alright, so I'm going to go around. There's the strawberries, strawberry jungle right now. Definitely needing some time in there to separate those runners and kind of taking over, and it's practically a strawberry disaster right now, but we'll get that straightened out. Alright, so walking past everything, see how tall everything is going into the garden. Navigate. Actually, you know what? Yeah, I'm going to navigate past the plants here because I want to show you a few things. The jalapeno plants have really taken off. I mean, these things are huge, which is awesome. Time to pick some jalapenos. I did pick some last week, and it is time to pick some more. I mean, look at these things. They're absolutely beautiful, looking good. I was pretty excited about that. Be able to use those in the sauce that I make, Son of a Nutcracker hot sauces, as well as maybe some stuffed jalapenos and anything else we can come up with. Again, all the strawberries, a lot of them are from last year. Actually, 2 years ago, I think, Mother's Day. Might have been last year. Can't really recall now. But all these runners have taken off, sprouting new plants. Going down to the peppers. That's a habanero. The one next to it is a ghost pepper, which is, I think, finally starting. Yep, you can see right there. I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but the peppers are starting to grow. I'm going to experiment with a ghost pepper hot sauce once they start growing and ripen. And this right here is all habaneros. I don't know if I can get a good pic of some of them. Oh yeah, right in there. Look at those habaneros. Now, a lot of you know, as well as I do, that just because you got peppers growing doesn't mean much, because it takes a while for these things to ripen up, as in turning colors. These will be anywhere from an orange to a deep red by the time I pick them, and that probably in itself will take a couple more weeks, if not longer. So patience is the key. My imperial broccoli, I've been telling you about this the last few videos. I did harvest the main heads, but you can see here, just like I read, if you keep the plants, they will start growing florets. And I need to get these florets picked before they go to seed, which, I mean, I technically could let them go to seed. That way I'd have seeds for next year. And I don't know what bugs are tearing these plants up, but man, oh man, they're tearing up the leaves pretty good. Alright, moving on down the line. More pepper plants. Quite a few more pepper plants, actually. And that's a good thing for me. People may not want to grow so many pepper plants, but in my line of business, I need them. It'll help cut down the cost on making all the hot sauce. This is the Mexi Bell peppers. There's one of the peppers right there. The plant's a little small. I was thinking the plant should be bigger before it starts growing peppers, but this is my first year growing them. They're supposed to be a little bit spicier bell pepper than what you normally would get from your traditional green pepper, red pepper, you know, all the different colors you can get. They're supposed to be a little spicier. So if this grows to maturity, I'm excited to see what it tastes like. Okay, the garlic scapes are nice and tall. I like that. So Those probably won't get picked until like October or so. More pepper plants. This is my blackberry plant right here, blackberry bush. And he looks a little sad. Might have been because of the amount of water that we got yesterday. We actually had a ton of water. So not really surprised that some of the plants may be a little angry right now. Then we have tomato row. Tomato row is nuts. I'm 5'7", and that plant right here, which I'll show you in a second, is considerably taller than I am. Now 5'7" isn't tall, but I mean it's tall enough, which means that plant probably is touching almost 6 foot. So that's huge. This here is going to be the, I believe these ones are the yellow pear cherry, yellow pear, basically a cherry tomato, pear shape, and it'll be yellow, which I'm excited to see. A lot of green ones on there, and which means these things will probably all ripen about the same time, and I'll have a ton of tomatoes on my hands. Pretty excited about that. Try to scoot past the crowd here, work my way down. This is another yellow pear tomato plant, and then we go into some of the what we call the big boy or beefsteak tomatoes. This is another yellow pear. So right here, got some tomatoes growing. Just need some more sunshine and heat now to get these things to ripen up. All right, so this is the plant right here that is definitely much taller than I am. I do have, though, if I can find, there they are right there. I do have a few tomatoes that actually are, well, this one right here probably could get picked. I probably should pick it, but it's only one cherry tomato out of the group. And it's kind of like, pick it so it doesn't go bad, but why pick it? Because there's only one, kind of get teased. But it's cool. It's very cool to see them starting to ripen up. Again, more cherry tomatoes. Excited about that. And then in the corner over here, which is getting tall in itself, is the black crim. Has a few, and as well as a couple of the other tomatoes, plants that I've picked up that I've been telling you about. This is the Cherokee purple right here. And then this is the sugar, what is it called? The sugar, oh, sun sugars, I'm sorry, sun sugars. Again, another yellow colored cherry tomato type of plant. So I got a variety of tomatoes this year. The only thing I didn't get a chance to really plant, which I'm kind of disappointed about, was those lemon boys I was telling everybody about last year. Man, those were good. I'm going to have to be sure I get one picked, or not picked, but one planted for next year. I kind of missed that one. It was awesome. Alright guys, well, a little bit longer than normal. A little over 8 minutes of video. Hopefully none of this has bored you. I never get bored when I'm in the garden. Hopefully you guys don't either when you're in your gardens. This rain has definitely helped, and I'm expecting to see a ton of growth out of all these plants. You know, in the next few days as things start to dry out a little bit. Even though there is some rain in the forecast. Should be good. Looks a little crowded, I know. Got to get in here and trim back some of these pepper plants down at the base so they can concentrate on growing peppers instead of growing leaves. But other than that, I am really, really happy with how this is going. And yeah, so that's about it, guys. I am going to leave this video now. And as always, you know, water them, feed them, and they'll feed you. And I hope everybody has a great rest of their weekend. See ya.